Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new chapter. The name of chapter is Language of Chemistry. So let's start it. Children, previous classes we have learned about element. What are elements? Substances which are made up by same kind of atom, they are called elements. Altogether, there are 118 elements known to us, and each 118 element are represented by short form. This short form is known as symbols. What are chemical symbols? The representation of an element by short form or abbreviation is known as chemical symbols. Each and every element have their particular chemical symbols. For example, the chemical symbol of hydrogen is H. Oxygen is O. Nitrogen is N, and so on. So every element are represented by short form, and this short form is called chemical symbols. Children, just now I explained what is a chemical symbol. What is chemical symbol? The representation of an element by short form or abbreviation is known as chemical symbols. Now my question is come, how we represent an element in short forms? In the earlier time, many scientists use pictorial symbols, but these pictorial symbols are quite difficult to learn. So the modern symbol which we are using just now, it was given by the scientist J.J. Berzelius, and he has given the symbol by three ways. First way, he said the first letter of the English name of an element are taken as a capital letter. For example, hydrogen, he used symbol H for hydrogen because their first letter is H. Oxygen, he used symbol O because their first letter is O. Nitrogen, he used capital N because their first letter is N, and so on. Second way he represents this is there are some element which have same first letter same in their English names. So he used first letter followed by the second or third letter. For example, carbon. The symbol of carbon is C. Calcium. Both are starting from letter C. But we have already used the symbol of carbon, symbol C for carbon. So now for calcium, we use first letter capital C followed by the small letter A, calcium. Chlorine, Cl. First letter is capital followed by second or third letter, small letter. Third way, he said he gave the third symbols from their Greek or Latin names. Their English name is different, but the symbols are derived from their Greek or Latin names. For example, sodium. Their symbol is Na because their Latin name is natrium. Potassium. Their symbol is K because their Latin name is kalium. So in this way they have given the symbol of an elements. Children, previous classes we have learned about the compounds. What are compounds? Substances which are made up by two or more than two different kind of atoms joined together chemically in a fixed ratio, they are known as compound. Each and every compound have their definite formula, and this definite formula is known as chemical formula of a compound. What is chemical formula of compound? the representation of composition of a chemical compound is known as chemical formula. Every compound having a definite chemical formula. For writing down the chemical formula of any compound, we should know three things. First thing, symbol of an element. Second thing, symbol of an radical. And third and last, most important thing, their valencies. If you know these three things, you can write down any chemical formula of any compound. For example, chemical formula of calcium oxide. For write down the chemical formula of calcium oxide, we should know that the symbols. First of all, the symbol of calcium is Ca, while oxide is O. It is just oxygen. Now, second thing, write down their valency on the superscript. The valency of calcium is 2 and the valency of oxygen is also 2. Third thing, crisscross their valencies. If their valency have a common factor, so these common factor are cut by a common number. So these both are cut by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. Third step, write down this valency on the subscript. Ca1, O1 or CaO. We never show valency 1. So the chemical formula of a calcium oxide is CO2. Other example, carbon dioxide. The symbol of carbon is C, while oxide is O. Second step, write down their valency on the superscript. The valency of carbon is 4, while oxygen is 2. Crisscross their valencies. 2 will come over here, 4 will come over here. So these two numbers have a common factor that these two numbers are cut by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So we can write down C1 O2. Now write down the valency on the subscript or CO2. Suppose the formula have a radical. For example, zinc carbonate. So the symbol of zinc is Zn, while carbonate is CO3. Both have valency 2. Now same thing, crisscross their valencies. Common factors cut by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. So their formula is Zn1 CO1 or ZnCO3. This is the way we can represent, we can write down any chemical formula. Children, what is a chemical reaction? So in very simple language, when two or more than two different kind of elements or compound join together and form a two or more than two different kind of substances is known as chemical reaction. So what is a chemical reaction? A chemical reaction in which one or more substances react together and form one or more new substances, that is called chemical reaction. Every chemical reaction are represented by chemical equations. What is a chemical equation? The representation of chemical reaction by symbol and formula is known as chemical equation. For write down the chemical equation, you should know few points. First of all, you should know the symbol of an element or a compound. Second thing, if there are more than one element or compound, so we have to put plus sign in between them. Third thing, we should put arrow in between reactant and product. Now what is reactant and what is product? What is reactant? The substances which take part in chemical reaction, they are called reactant. And in chemical equation, reactant always written on left hand side. Now what is a product? The new substance which are formed after the reaction is known as product. And always product written on the left hand side. And in between reactant and product we put arrow sign. This is the way we represent the chemical equation. Children, just now I explained the chemical equations. In chemical equation, two things are there. One is reactant, second is product. What are reactants? Substances which take part in chemical reaction, they are called reactant, and what are product? After chemical reaction, those things which are formed, that is called a product. Now question comes, what is a balanced chemical reaction? Listen carefully, children. During chemical reaction, atoms neither be created nor be destroyed, they only rearranged. That means they will move from one place to another place. So for the rearrangement of atoms, new substances are formed. So what is a balanced chemical equation? A balanced chemical equation is one in which number of atoms in reactant side as well as product side are equal, is known as balanced chemical equations. Because during chemical reaction only atoms are rearranged. For proving the balanced chemical equation, there is a law. This law is known as law of conservation of mass. What is the law of conservation of mass? Law of conservation of mass says that during chemical reaction, the mass of a substance remains same. This is known as law of conservation of mass. How we can write down the chemical equation? For example, when hydrogen and oxygen are react together, they form water. Now we have to check whether this equation is balanced or not. For checking this equation is balanced or not, we have to count the number of atoms in reactant side as well as in a product side. For example, the number of hydrogen atoms in reactant side is 2 and oxygen is also 2. But in product side, the number of hydrogen atom is 2 while oxygen atom is 1. So this chemical equation is not balanced. So we have to balance this chemical equation. How we can balance this chemical equation? We can balance this chemical equation by just multiply the numbers of atoms. See over here, oxygen is 1, oxygen is 2. To make this oxygen 2, we have to multiply by 2. So now if we multiply by 2, we have to put 2 over here. So if you count the number of hydrogen atom, H is equals to 2, O equals to 2. Over here, H is equal to 4, 2 2s are 4, and O is equal to 2. Now, hydrogen atoms are unbalanced. Now we have to balance. How we can balance? We simply multiply this by 2. So we put 2 over here. So 2H2 plus O2, 2H2. This is the balanced chemical equation of water. And this is the way we can balance any chemical equations. What is a molecular mass? Every compound has some mass. This mass is known as molecular mass. And molecular mass is represented by a unit AMU, atomic mass unit. For example, sodium chloride compound. Their formula is NaCl. We have to take out their molecular mass. First of all, we should know that the relative atomic mass of sodium, and we should use a short form RAM, relative atomic mass of sodium plus relative atomic mass of chlorine. The relative atomic mass of sodium is 23 while chlorine is 17. So when you aggregate, their molecular mass is 40 AMU. Other example, calcium carbonate. Relative atomic mass of calcium plus relative atomic mass of carbon plus relative atomic mass of oxygen into 3. Why we have multiplied by 3? Because the number of atom of oxygen atom is 3, so we have to multiply by 3. So relative atomic mass of calcium is 40 while carbon is 12 and oxygen is 16 into 3. Now simply we use Boltzmann rule. 40 plus 12, 16 is 48. 48 plus 12 is 60. 60 to 40. 100 AMU, atomic mass unit. This is the way we can take out any molecular mass of any compound, but you should note that the relative atomic mass of those atoms.